trailing behind it a device that makes no sound of its own, yet produces, through water, the convincing acoustic signature of a fleet of 30 ships. The U-boat commander has just been fooled by a machine the size of a garden shed, towed on a wire, operated by a handful of Royal Navy sailors who are, even now, drinking tea. This is the story of the Foxer, the Fido, and the broader family of British acoustic deception devices. A story of ingenuity born from desperation, of physics weaponized not to kill but to confuse, and of how a small team of scientists working in wartime secrecy managed to turn the ocean itself into a theater of illusion. It is a story that has been quietly overlooked in favor of the more dramatic narratives of Bletchley Park and the bouncing bomb, yet its impact on the survival of Allied shipping, and therefore on the outcome of the Second World War, cannot be easily dismissed. To understand why such a device existed at all, you must understand the particular horror of the Battle of the Atlantic in 1942. By the spring of that year, German U-boats were sinking Allied merchant vessels at a rate that genuinely threatened to strangle Britain into submission. Admiral Karl Dönitz, commanding the German submarine fleet from his headquarters in Paris and later Lorient, had developed a tactic he called Rudeltaktik, a wolf pack operations, in which multiple submarines coordinated nighttime surface attacks against convoys, overwhelming the escorts with numbers and speed. The results were catastrophic. In the first 6 months of 1942, U-boats sank more than 400 Allied vessels. The tonnage lost exceeded 3 million tons of shipping, carrying food, fuel, ammunition, and the raw materials of war. At its worst, a period the U-boat crews themselves called the Second Happy Time, submarines were sinking ships faster than Allied shipyards could build replacements. The mathematics of the situation were terrifying. Britain was importing roughly 55 million tons of goods annually before the war. By 1942, that figure had been compressed to less than 30 million tons. The island nation was running short of everything. Convoys were the only answer, grouping merchant vessels together and surrounding them with naval escorts. But the U-boats had adapted. They had learned to locate convoys by listening, with sensitive hydrophone arrays, for the cumulative acoustic signature of many ships moving together. A single merchant vessel is relatively quiet at distance. 30 of them, moving in formation, create an unmistakable noise, a low-frequency rumble that carries for kilometers through cold Atlantic water. The challenge, then, was not simply to protect